Selena, going to come straight to you out there because the weather has been threatening today, and a central part of those games is that opening ceremony. We're just a few moments away now. How's it looking?
Well, look, the weather has been one of these elements that organisers have said from the beginning they cannot control completely. Obviously, everything else can be put into place. They've said that they've adapted and had plan Bs in case of rain like there is today. We've just had about a 15-minute shower not that long ago, quite a heavy shower. When it comes to the spectators who are still fighting through, there definitely isn't dampening their spirits. Everybody well kitted out in anoraks and umbrellas. Obviously, I think this is probably safely the wettest year we've seen in a while in France, and nobody would have expected a 26th of July to be quite a washout as this one. Some plans might need to be revised because we have seen maybe that there would be BMX stunts and skateboards this evening. That might not be able to happen if it does continue to rain. There's some talk of dancers possibly en route this evening as well. So some plans might have to be revised because of the weather. But this will still be going ahead, James, and what a spectacular event it will be.
Yeah, it is, though, kind of sticking to script if we consider the weather we've had so far here in France this summer. A central part, of course, Selena, is that the opening ceremony is taking place then on the River Seine. That's the river that flows right through the city. Almost 7,000 athletes they'll be parading through on boats. It's been quite difficult to get many details about all of this. Is there anything that's leaked on your side in these last few moments?
Well, James, as you said, it's probably one of the best kept secrets in France, if not the world right now. But we do have a bit of an idea what we might be going on this evening. The artistic director, Thomas Joly, revealing that there'll be 12 pieces of art, scenes as of such, that will be animating the parade along the Seine this evening. There'll be around 3,000 dancers performing throughout the show. The idea here this evening, of course, is France, its moment to showcase itself as the host nation. There'll be around 1 billion people watching this evening. The French President Emmanuel Macron saying that this ceremony will show France that is welcoming, bold and proud of its history. Joly, the artistic director, saying too that the idea is to celebrate French heritage and diversity here this evening. So we're potentially expecting a mix of history and more modern day France to this evening. When it comes to the identity of artists performing, well, that is really top secret, though we have had a few clues because a few really big stars that have been spotted along the streets of Paris this week. They've not made any secret of that on social media. The first one, of course, being Celine Dion, the Canadian singer who is really well loved here in France, and she's very popular in France, almost an adopted French singer, so to speak. Lady Gaga has also been spotted in Paris, and a lot of people on the internet saying that they've spotted a piano along the River Seine, and will she be performing on that this evening? We'll have to wait and see. In terms of French singers, Aya Nakamura has been hotly tipped to perform here this evening as well. And of course, the big spectacle of this evening, James, is the fact that it's taking place along the River Seine. This will be a first. It's the first time in history that an Olympic ceremony is taking place outside of a stadium. Instead, in the heart of Paris, 3,000 spectators will be attending here this evening. 94 boats will be going along the River Seine, with 206 delegations being carried along by those boats, as well as performers of course. And it's had to be quite a strict schedule because each boat, I've learned, will have to go at 9 kilometers an hour for 42 minutes. So very precise timekeeping here this evening. It's a 6-kilometer route from the Pont d'Austerlitz all the way, crossing many famous Parisian sites such as the Notre Dame and the Louvre, the Grand Palais as well, finishing up just by the Eiffel Tower. We then have another big mystery of this evening, of course, because one of the last official things to happen in this opening ceremony will be the lighting of the cauldron. And there's obviously a lot of speculation over who will be handed that honour. A lot of people have tipped it to be Marie-Josée Pérec. She's a three-time gold medalist for France in the 200 and the 400 metres. It could also maybe be Zinedine Zidane, the World Cup winner of 1998, the first time Les Bleus won the World Cup, or maybe even Teddy Riner, who is a three-time medalist in judo for France. What Tony Estanguet did admit is that the person or people who have been handed that honour didn't know even a few days ago that they will have it. So even for them, it will have been a surprise, James.